and send shivers down your spine. Shrieking skulls will shock your soul, seal your doom tonight.
Well, we lost our
tower
again.
Forgive me for my wrongs, I have just begun. Ain't no mercy, ain't no mercy.
Yo, what is up, guys? Welcome back to another video. Right over here, we got the fucking spooky spell of terror, the demon spawn of Mr. Skeletor himself. We got the Shadow Realm as a fucking card in the game. But let's do this shit, okay? Jesus Christ, it's Jason Bourne. And we got the sidekick himself. You know who he is, the miner. Oh, what the fuck is he staring at? I know the archers may be lightly armored over here, but you know the miner. You need to stop. Like, actually, deadass B, deadass. Actually, the graveyard. I just got the graveyard recently. It's level 2. You know, in the beginning, I didn't really get the graveyard. I really wanted the graveyard because I thought it would be mad OP, which it sort of is. I'll talk about it later on, but like, you know, it just was like fucking the graveyard was like fucking Supercell and the fucking elixir pump. Like, you keep on trying to make it happen. It's not gonna happen. I was like looking for the graveyard. It was not happening. I was looking at silver chests and like grand chests. I opened up a legendary chest and like a super magical. I saved up so much shit. You know how hard it is not to tap on the thing when you open up the app every day. Jesus Christ, it's Jason Bourne. But like after 2 weeks, because Clash Royale is a ridiculous ass duel, I finally got the graveyard, and I was a very happy boy. I can't lie. But graveyard is an awesome card. A lot of people have made decks for it, and it's actually really good. And even though a lot of people don't have it right now, the people who do all agree that it's a really good card, and it's really interesting. It has many different properties which the game really hasn't seen before. And I think graveyard is really cool, especially the fact that the game really hasn't implemented that many win conditions inside the game. More like support cards recently, so definitely graveyard is awesome. And I got another one today from this thing over here, from the blind deck challenge. I'll probably make a video on that later. But yeah, guys, and we got 3 awesome decks right over here. The community has really spoken about it. They made really awesome decks. Like, Jesus Christ. These are so. I can't even say how good these decks are. I mean, like 10 out of 10 would hit every single time. Like, Jesus Christ, orgasm. Just in case if there wasn't enough ear rape in the beginning of the video. But anyways, we got this minor defensive like control elite deck. It's sort of like the old minor poison and the new like minor rockets. But instead we got the deck more built for the graveyard. We got the minor, we got a small tank for the graveyard, and we got like things for the support. And we got the classic spells. We got the basic Lavahound deck, but with graveyard right over here. And we got a giant furnace combo, wombo dombo right over here. This nice ass deck. 3.6 elixir. Basically a giant deck with graveyard as well. And if you notice, on all 3 of these decks, they basically have the same base. Basically a tank or 2 mini tanks. Fireball, zap, archers, and Mega Minion. So basically the idea behind all of these cards is that graveyard is extremely unpredictable. For 5 elixir, it can basically do a lot of things. It could take an entire tower, do absolutely nothing. It's an extremely high risk and high reward. And because of the fact that the graveyard spawns so like it's so hard to predict what it's gonna do, you really want to make it you really want to do consistent damage every single time. To do that, you really need to force the conditions on the opposite side of the map. You have to have a tank, you have to take out their counters, you need to allow your graveyard to actually build up and ramp up and do work. And if you just play graveyard, they could just drop any counter and that'd be GG. Even a tower can pretty much tower and a spell can pretty much counter a graveyard for a really nice positive elixir trade. So basically for graveyard, you always want to drop a tank. the tank has to allow the graveyard to build up so that the tower doesn't take out all of the skeletons. And once skeletons build up, then it starts to do damage. And because of the fact that the skeletons themselves, they die pretty easily, right? So that they can sort of ignore the tank and they could just take out the graveyard with things like archers and so on. You usually want to counter graveyard with like high hitting troops, high hit rate troops like lumberjack, or like 360 splash troops like Valkyrie. But the best counters are definitely units that have multiple of them, because of the fact that if you have one musketeer per se, right, one musketeer can only kill one skeleton per shot, because even though it does a bunch of damage, all of its damage is going to be based on one skeleton. But say a minion horde can be able to take out 6 skeletons in one shot, because there's 6 minions and each minion can take out one skeleton. So that's why like multiple unit troops definitely counter graveyard the best. So things like guards, things like fucking archers, minions, barbs, and so on. And for those things, you want the fireball and the zap. So fireball or zap is the things that allow you to control sort of like control the conditions on the opposite side of the map. So basically with graveyard, the entire name of the game is to create an excellent setup. It's basically like Siege, like an expo setup or like a defensive setup. But what's unique about graveyard is that you do on the opposite side of the map. So another thing that's great about graveyard is that it has pretty much 3 properties. It can do damage, it can distract, and it can tank. So graveyard, it could definitely damage your tower, and that's what you usually see graveyard being used as. But just like the miner, it can tank the tower, because the tower it shoots so slow. It takes out a lot of time to take out one skeleton, and when the skeletons build up, even if they won't do damage, it'll distract long enough for things like such as archers and mega minion to hit the tower. And that's why archers and mega minion are so good, because of the fact that when the opponent is distracted on the graveyard, then you have things such as archers and mega minions slowly walk up and hit the tower while everything's focusing on the graveyard. So graveyard sort of has that triple threat value to it, and that's why all of these cards synergize so well, especially since the fact that these things are only 3 elixir. They're excellent on defense, and you don't really have to invest into that much elixir, so that you will have enough elixir to drop into graveyard. Just because of the fact that graveyard, even though it's only 5 elixir, remember that you're trying to set up the setup on the opposite side of the map, so you can't really build up a graveyard from the back, just because of the fact that because of its properties, you have to send it on the opposite side of the map. So you have to sort of like build it from a counter push, or you really have to wait to have that elixir advantage so I could set up the right conditions. You don't really want to drop graveyard just randomly, really nilly on the tower. This is my main deck. I really like this deck the most, but we also have this Lavahound deck over here. It sort of has the same like all 3 of these decks sort of have the same things, but they have different play styles. This sort of plays like a Lavahound deck with the extra win con right over here, and this giant deck is really about building tempo and then sending one giant as push. See what I did there? Giant. Okay, I'll stop. Okay, Jesus, fucking guys, you always say I'm cringy in the comments. Feels bad, man, but we got the graveyard, okay, right over here. Let's start up a classic challenge with the graveyard, and let's pull up with the Lavahound deck first. I'm sort of experienced with graveyard, but I'm not the most experienced with the giant and the Lavahound deck, so I'm just gonna play right over here to show you what it's like. But well, you guys should learn it yourself, because I'm not the best at this type of deck right over here. You never really want to start out with a big tank, because they can always punish with things like Expo. You never know what they have. So let's just drop a Tombstone to see what he has to start up game. He drops Archers, and that's really good, because Archers is a counter to okay, right up here we're gonna tank for everything, and then we're gonna oh yo, this guy's going in deep with the fucking log right up here. So we're gonna tank everything with the Lavahound, and then we're gonna drop a miner on the archers to tank up, and we got a little push going over here. Hopefully it doesn't have like arrows or something to completely cock block my push. Oh, we're penetrating. Let's go. Okay, Mega Minion just whacking away those minions. it's definitely still good even after the nerf. Really, it was a minor nerf. Like, I didn't want Mega Minion to die anyway, so I'm really happy on the way that Supercell nerfed the Mega Minion. You usually don't want to drop the graveyard just like willy-nilly. You had to really wait for the right conditions. So right here, we're gonna reset again with the Tombstone and drop a Mega Minion in the back. Okay, that's good. He's probably gonna drop a log. Yep, but my Mega Minion's gonna take out the hog, and then we can drop a log to tank, and we should be good over here. Now let's just wait to see what he has. Okay, so I'm gonna drop that, so that we could reset the Inferno Tower and let our Mega Minion reach the tower, and it does. We get the Damahe, the sweet damage. Bam. Okay. And with this, like, you could also do the minor graveyard combo if needed. So he drops that. We're gonna just drop the Tombstone to tank up, and we're gonna fireball everything for good value. Even with the log, we should be able to take out the hog. Yeah, one hit, not that big of a deal. And then we're gonna reset with the Lavahound in the back. We're just gonna go for a third crown, just because of the fact that Lavahound, a lot of times, it's just a race to towers, because a lot of time you won't be able to hit the tower. We're gonna let the archers do a little bit of chip damage over here because we can afford it. We're gonna go for a third crown. Lavahound, a lot of times they don't have counters. It's just a base race, so we're gonna let the hog go over there, whatever. We're gonna let him take tower. We're gonna take the third crown for the win, boys. Okay, we're gonna take that, and the graveyard should be doing okay. Oh my god, what kind of graveyard video is this? The fucking did nothing. Lavahound cheese. Definitely when another tower is activated, graveyard is a lot worse, just like the Goblin Barrel or the Hog Rider, just because of the fact that now there's 2 towers hitting each skeleton, so it's like double the tower. Even if the crown tower does less damage, it doesn't matter against skeletons. So yeah, definitely you usually want to avoid multiple crown situations with this deck. And now let's switch over to the El Hayante. Graveyard is really fun to play. So this deck has more of a tempo feel to it. You really just want to set up with the Furnace, defend, and set up that one nice giant push with the graveyard to finish him off. Okay, you always want to start with Furnace, usually like 1 spot higher, just in case he has like a hog, he has anything to surprise you. So yeah, see right over here, he can't. If I didn't place it one tile higher, he couldn't have oh, we should have fireballed right over there. Oh, damn it. Yeah, we definitely should have fireballed the princess and the tower right over there. I didn't have anything in my hand, so I definitely should have done that way quicker. But it's fine, because we got pretty much the same amount of damage on the left side anyways. We're gonna set up from the back, because you usually don't want to start a Scar Army from the back. We can't really drop a Scar Army on the Ice Golem, so we're just gonna drop a pre-hand Mega Minion. And we're gonna drop a Furnace right over here. Archers. Like that, so it targets that side. You can also use a... Oh my god, what the hell? Yo, princess! Yo, did you see that princess retargeting? It retargeted right as the Scar Army came. Yo, that princess... Jesus Christ. That princess is a beast, I swear. Okay, we have to fireball that, because our elixir disadvantage out of that princess. The original deck has log, but I don't really like log. Actually, yeah, log probably fits in this deck better, just because of the fact that you have graveyard in case he has inferno. Yeah, might be deadass. Okay. Because you see right over here, since graveyard and giant are 2 win conditions, and plus Furnace, you don't have a lot of actual troops to take out princess, so you really need your spells to be able to take out princess easily, like an easy way to target a princess. So definitely log works well inside this deck. Giant should be able to tank for everything, and then we'll send Mega Minion. Oh shit, no, that was supposed to be Mega Minion. Rip. Dip potato chip. Okay, graveyard. Take out the princess as well. We're gonna fireball that. I'm gonna scar me. That should be good. Right over there. See, look over there. Scar me didn't. Graveyard didn't really do that much damage over there, but did distract her everything, which actually provided a lot of value. It allowed my giant to get in a shit ton of hits. And if we had logged, I would have gotten even better, because of the fact that we had to use so much resource to take out the princess. We could have just dropped the graveyard directly on the tower, but I had to. Oh shit! No. We got this. We Gucci. Oh, I had to use a lot of resources to take out the princess. So right here, and also always switch up your graveyard positioning. You never want to drop it too much close to the crown tower though, because then it will activate the crown tower, and like I said, you never want to activate the crown tower with this deck. And now let's roll with the minor graveyard deck, and here is when you can really set up a nice setup with the setup with a good setup. Kappa. Right here we don't really have a good starting hand. We could just drop the ice golem right up here, because of the fact that you don't really want to drop ice golem in the back, because it's 2 elixir, a lot of investment. Just drop the. I like dropping the ice golem in the front, because usually they'll drop something back. If they drop something heavier, you just use 2 elixir, and you don't really want to support your ice golem. So dropping your ice golem in the back, you're setting up yourself for a big push, but you never want to do a big push in the beginning of the game. So we're just gonna defend over here. Like I said, you never really want to okay, yes, a giant. You never really want to we're gonna zap and an ice golem. Zap plus ice golem kills minions. So you never really want to like go for a graveyard. Like just really, you really have to wait for the right conditions. So the archers should die to the inferno, and then because he just dropped archers and minions, we're gonna drop minor graveyard, because archers and minions are the good counters to graveyard. And see right over here has nothing. We're gonna fireball for the value, and that's a GG. Oh my god, this is why graveyard is cancer. Look at that damage. Hey, it's lit. Okay, we got minions over here cleaning up overhead, but it's too late for him. You really gotta figure out when he drops his counters, because graveyard only has a limited amount of counters. Everything, even spells and things like ice golem, knight, and things like that, like they're only some median like counters to graveyard, and graveyard will always pretty much get on damage if you don't have like things like archers and minions taking out the graveyard. Okay. We're just gonna drop ice golem and a zap, and then Mega Man is still one shots. Oh my god, that's a shit fireball. I'm gonna place on on the ice lizard. Feels bad, man. Okay, it's fine though. The ice wizard does pretty much no damage. The ice wizard has been seeing a lot less play recently. We're just gonna drop the ice golem over there to tank, and in case he drops anything else. Oh, that's a valley zap. We missed a lot of shit though, because I didn't know he was gonna drop goblins. Especially against a deck like this, which has a shit ton of counters to graveyard, like goblins, minions, archers. You really had to wait with your graveyard. That's when you really want to set up a counter push, so that you can actually build up something on the opposite side of the map. And graveyard on your tower isn't. On your side of the map defensively isn't that bad, because it gums up everything. You just have to drop it pre-handedly, just because it takes some time for the graveyard to actually spawn. And yeah guys, I'm gonna be right back with some live replays that I have. Actually not live replays. Fucking live replays. I'll be right back with some replays from the Clash with Ash tournament that I was in recently, and I played minor graveyard to pretty nicely, 10 out of 10. We got the Grave Digger combo over here, and I'll be right back with the replays. Yo, what is up, guys? We're back with the replay. So I'm gonna Clash with Dash tournament. Go check out his channel if you guys haven't already. He's a super awesome guy. He's pretty big in the YouTube community for Clash Royale, and he made this super awesome tournament with cash prizes, definitely furthering the esports scene, which is definitely something that Clash Royale needs and mobile gaming needs in general. And you see over there, he did an ice golem, ice spirit hog push, which is super good because of the fact that I just exerted a lot of elixir on the side over there. And if I didn't drop my inferno like the way it did, definitely the hog would have penetrated the inferno tower, and then the hog would have went to elixir to the tower. But you see all over there, because of the fact that the ice golem, the ice spirit, and the hog have different speeds and they're played differently, I waited to drop my inferno tower so that I waited for the hog I waited for the ice golem and the ice spirit to target the tower and the hog to target inferno, because of the fact that Inferno does more damage in tower, and you never want your Inferno beam be wasted on like junk troops such as like Ice Golem and it to be frozen with the Ice Spirit. And basically I'm just applying chip damage and pressure right now and just defending his pushes, because this is a really popular Hog Rider Psycho deck that's really popular recently, and Hassan's is definitely a really good player. And right over here, just basically want to defend him and then just do some minor and maybe graveyard if I have enough elixir and build enough tempo. So basically right here I finish off with a fireball really closely, and right over here I missed a fireball earlier against a big push, but it's fine. Usually when I drop archers on the other side of the map, on the other side of Inferno, so that basically we got another replay over here so that they don't get a value fireball, and allows you to split push on the other lane if you're targeting that lane. Right over here he has a 3 Musketeers spellbait deck that's been doing really well. Like I said in my last video, go check it out for the 3 Musketeer spellbait video and the Hog Rider Psycho video. I made a video on that, a variant, the Barb Hut variant, which is also super good. And right over here basically I'm starting to realize that he's a spellbait deck because of the fact that he's Golem Rider and all those cards. You should be able to figure out what a deck is after like the first cycle. So I don't want to drop my graveyard early, because you could just drop Mini Horde, you could just drop Scar Me, really easy counters. I just want to be able to get a good cycle with my spells to be able to control the pace of the game, because that's what spellbait really wants to be able to do. And if you can control the pace of the game, then you can definitely build up a big push and win. And right here I basically arrange my cycles so that my spells would be aligned with the push and defend at the same time, so that I realized that he has Scar Me and I can't just like randomly drop minor graveyard. And right over here I learned, and I remember to have Zap in my cycle, so I arranged Zap to be close to my minor graveyard combo, and right over that should be able to do it. We got the Fireball and Zap, and that's a GG. And yeah guys, if you guys noticed, I had a super sick intro. Yo, it's actually super fucking lit. This guy called Taxtic HD just made it. He just randomly commented on my last video, and they emailed me this new intro. Super awesome. Shout out to him. Description, his YouTube channel is in the description down below, and the intro song is also in the description down below if you guys want to check out what it is. Anyways guys, this has been a long video. I haven't had a long video recently for a long time, and I'm gonna do a collab with Surgical Goblin, if you guys know who that is. Another big tournament player. We're gonna make a guide on the expo, so stay tuned for that guys. And then guys, fucking graveyard is it's cancerous but so fucking good. Anyways guys, I'll see you guys in the next video. Hope you guys don't get the graveyard. Good luck guys, okay? You guys will need it. I'll see you guys in the next video. Peace out.